not hurting me or you. Difficult relationships are complicated. People are complicated, and there's all kinds of things going on. And it's helpful sometimes to have some very simple things that you can use to make the complicated dynamics a little bit easier for you. And one of those things is when you're considering helping somebody, you ask yourself, is this hurting me or the other person? So Romans 13:9 through 10 says to love your neighbor as yourself, and love does no harm to its neighbor. So if you're loving your neighbor as yourself, that means that you're equal. Both of you matter. And love will not do harm. Love in action will not do harm to either one of you. So what does that mean? Well, if your actions are hurting you in any way, whether that's financial, relational, physical, mental, spiritual, emotional, if your actions are going to result in harm to you in any of those areas, then maybe you shouldn't do it. Now, how can you harm or hurt the other person? If what you're considering doing will enable the other person to continue doing what is wrong, which means that it's harmful to them, then you shouldn't do it. Conversely, if offering somebody help or support will actually help them, then you might want to consider doing it, as long as it's not causing harm to you. Well, how does that work? Well, if you were going to help somebody financially, but by giving them financial help, it means your family doesn't have the money that it needs for basic things, then you are causing harm to yourself and your family. If it means you can't pay a bill or you're not going to be able to take care of your responsibilities, then you would not want to do that. If you're going to give time to somebody and as a result, you're going to be neglecting your responsibilities, overstretching yourself, harming yourself physically or emotionally or mentally, then you don't want to do it. If you're giving somebody your energy and your time conversely helps you, it enhances you, it grows you, and it helps the other person, then that would be something that would actually be helping both of you. If you were going to have somebody live in your home and your spouse is not supportive, maybe it's a family member of yours or a child, adult child, and your spouse isn't supportive, and as a result, it's going to cause marriage strain, it's going to cause anger in your relationship, it's going to put your family into a difficult situation, affect everybody else living in your home, then you might want to consider not doing it. Whereas if you could help somebody out and it was kind of inconvenient, but it wasn't going to cause a huge amount of marital strain, your spouse was supportive, the family understands that everybody just needs to give a little bit, then that's something that really isn't hurting you and could help the other person. So again, difficult relationships are really complicated. And when you're assessing whether or not you should help somebody, ask yourself, is this hurting me? Or is this hurting the other person? Or is this helping me and helping the other person? Thank you for watching this video on Change My Relationship.